The tall brown dog with the red collar and the pointy ears, that's my Magic. That is my new dog. I'm going to try to do an update for my friends who have not followed our travels. See if I can do it in 10 minutes for TikTok. It's maybe not going to be a direct line. Magic is a spectacular dog. My dog Pancho, who had been with me for 3 years and through all the COVID, with all my travels from Asheville, North Carolina, 1 year roaming the mountains of Appalachia, Majo and Pancho, two outlaw cowboys running the back roads of Appalachia, or the legend of Majo and Pancho. The farthest point we extended was into Tennessee, and Tennessee is in the news an awful lot right now in a tragic way. Well, we loved Roan Mountain, 6,000 feet, one of the tallest mountains in western North Carolina. And the North Carolina-Tennessee border runs right across the top of Roan Mountain, across the bald up there, spectacular bald. We spent a lot of time up there. Roan Mountain became sacred to me. And on the Tennessee side, the Roan Mountain State Park, the jewel of the Tennessee system, very important to us. Officer Marciano Day, head ranger of that park. My favorite cop ever. Very important person. She's the one who pointed me to TikTok 3 years ago. She was a fan of my Twitter feed, which I don't post there anymore. She said, I love what you're putting on Twitter. Post to TikTok, it's where the kids are. And she had taken over social media for the whole Tennessee Park Rangers Association and was doing posts on diversity and human rights in Tennessee. She's got to be suffering terribly at the way the state of Tennessee is reverting to its racist roots right now. And I did a post last night on TikTok, Majo Footloose TikTok, and on YouTube, Majo John Madden on YouTube, about Tennessee and how important that is, what's going on there. So, oh boy, how to encapsulate it all. Louisville, summer of 21, the entire summer, Breonna Taylor, Black Lives Matter, all kinds of stuff about that is not on either of these feeds yet. It's on Facebook. It's on Facebook because my blog, Healing Validations, which is still online, WordPress.com, Healing Validations, something like that, some combination of that. All the links are busted because for the longest time I was using iCloud links for my videos and they only last for a month. So these days I don't, that's why these days I'm using YouTube and TikTok. We, from Louisville, went to Chicago 6 weeks, my hometown. Love Chicago. And Lake Michigan, that great being, reminded me of how good it is for me to be by the water. And also swimming outside of Louisville, Kentucky, in a little man-made lake, I realized I needed to get to the water. So our goal has been to get to Mexico for the longest time. From Chicago, a solid month following the Mississippi River, down to New Orleans, where I had never managed to make it in my life. 3 solid months in New Orleans. The entire Mardi Gras season, 6 weeks. So happy. I went into ecstatic states beyond where I'd ever been before. And New Orleans closed out very tragically when on March 15th, a year ago, little Pancho died. And that was a lot on Facebook because I had to raise $1,700 for surgery they were going to do and never ended up doing. And overnight, $1,700 $1,700 from my Facebook friends. So thank you for that. Pancho died. I took it so hard that I ran out of New Orleans. The gorgeous park on the south on the lower garden district where we had spent all our time. Memories, memories, memories. I left there, and just south of Ponchatoula, a very ironic name, 50 miles north of New Orleans, this little being found me 2 days after Pancho died. Pancho was with me in that van. I felt her presence so strongly in the dark on the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Pancho put us together. This dog and I, together for a year now. What a spectacular dog. So we're heading for Mexico. We need to be by the Gulf Coast from New Orleans. I couldn't go back to New Orleans because there was no space for Magic there. He needs big spaces to run. So, this is not all going to happen in 10 minutes. It's going to be 2 installments. Hit what they call the Cajun Riviera. Was our first contact with the ocean. Magic, a creature of the swamps, was scared of the waves at first. We met wonderful people in the Cajun Riviera, and then worked our way along the Louisiana coast. Incredible ravages from the hurricanes. We saw sights I wanted never to see. And then it was around March of this last year that we hit Texas, and spent the month of March in Corpus Christi, Texas. The month of April, maybe, I don't know, Galveston. May was Galveston. The entire month of May in Galveston, Ocean Paradise. I was super happy there. They kept warning me that once the summer tourist season started, it was not going to be nice anymore, and it was not. And by Monday of Memorial Day weekend, I left. And fast forward, middle of July, we made it to the southeast corner of Texas, right up against the border to Mexico, the Rio Grande Valley, the spectacular South Padre Island, which has been in the news now because of spring break. It's infamous for spring break college kids, but we did not see that. We were past that, and we love South Padre Island. I've put up a couple recent posts about that place. So South Padre Island, Port Isabel, lovely little hamlet. That's the gateway to South Padre Island. You go across this incredible bridge to get up to the island. And we would run back to Brownsville, the big city, right up against the border, to get my passport and banking and stuff. Eight months. I think it was from July of 22 until March 13th is when we crossed into Mexico. We spent all those months trying to figure out how to get my illegal van across the border, because I had left North Carolina only vaguely remembering one moving violation there, but there were 2. And it was only in Kentucky that I got a call from the Buncombe County sheriffs back in North Carolina to say, your license has been suspended for missing court dates. So my car has been illegal ever since. And cops everywhere agree, no way to get that fixed without going back to North Carolina, and I ain't going. So this is the little road we found yesterday. We are now outside of Victoria, Mexico. That's a big fast forward, and I'll do another video. Spent the last month, almost a month, March 13th, crossed into Mexico and spent most of the time in the big city, which I think is down that way. But now we're out by the mountains, Sierra Madre Oriental Mountains. And, oh, is it good for us out here? So that's video.